So I wanted to talk a little bit about my favorite gluten-free things. I think when you decide maybe to cut down on gluten or maybe take it out your diet, it's really easy to feel so lost and confused about what to buy. And the first thing to say is that so many of the products that are for sale are really processed and really refined and not necessarily any better. So I wanted to share my kind of 5 favorites with you. So the first thing that I absolutely love and use all the time is brown rice pasta. It's amazing. I mean, if we're being honest, if you eat it just with olive oil and salt, it's not as delicious as amazing homemade pasta or anything. With pesto, tomato sauce, whatever you like eating it with, you will notice no difference apart from the fact that you'll feel better. So that's amazing. It's pretty easy to find, but make sure you get brown rice pasta rather than just standard gluten-free pasta, which wouldn't be made normally with white rice, so it's still very refined. So the next thing is quinoa. I'm sure you guys have all come across quinoa before, these little grains. It's amazing. Again, it's really light, it's really easy. You can make a big batch, keep it in your fridge for the week. It's great to throw into your packed lunches. It's pretty delicious. My top tip is when you cook it, put a little bit of lemon juice, tamari, that kind of thing in the water right in the beginning. So then as the quinoa cooks, it'll absorb all those flavors and you'll be left with something delicious. And the same tip's relevant for brown rice, which I use all the time. If you're trying to maybe make some healthier choices using brown rice, not white rice, for the same meal, goes a long way. It's really awesome. It tastes almost exactly the same. I prefer short grain brown rice, just a personal preference. I like the texture better. Again, that's really easy to find everywhere. You can also order huge bags online, which is what I normally do, and then keep it in a jar. And then the next thing is gluten-free bread. It's almost impossible to find a good gluten-free bread. Most of them, again, are full of all kinds of weird things. The best brand I've found is Biona, which is what this one's from. This is the brown rice and sunflower seed one, which is my favorite. You can get it in a health food store, online, from anywhere like Amazon. It's really delicious. You need to toast it. It's not as good as bread, but it's fantastic once it's toasted. Avocado toast with this, amazing. And then the final thing is buckwheat flour. You can also use brown rice flour, but buckwheat flour is amazing, and you can just use that in any of your baking instead of regular flour, and it's gluten-free, it's not refined, and you won't really notice any difference. So yeah, those are my 5 favorites.